Your paltry magic cannot stop what is to come. You will share the fate of this meddlesome guard.
As Auric Night Glider fades away, you notice a key ring fall to the ground. One key is made of bone, and the other is covered with hieroglyphics.
Oh my word! Thank you for rescuing me! I feared the worst! That evil spirit caught me and taunted me! He told me something terrible was coming to the spiral, and that Krokotopia was the next step! How can something be coming to the spiral? Anyway, I really don't know much about such things. I'm just glad to be alive.
Nothing can save you now, wizard. Come, fight me. You cannot have these things I guard. You must destroy me to take them.
Battle Crystal, I feel like the Dean of Admissions once more. Mine is the power to decide who becomes a student. And with that, I'm afraid that I will have to deny your application into Dragonspire Academy. My condolences, young wizard. Unfortunately, you won't be getting that portal stone either. It's only appropriate to end your application with your defeat.
Even in death, I can find no rest. Who are you and what do you want?
I've little time for apprentices, so unless you come highly recommended, you're out of luck. Toshio of Mushu sent you? Say nothing more. I respect his work, and his recommendation speaks louder than words. But still, I must see your work for myself. Craft for me 2 rings of apotheosis, and we will see if you've got what it takes to be my student.
Hello there. Who are you? A living student? You're here to help? Oh, thank the great tree. The wizard Malistair has come to Dragonspire. He intends to command the Dragon Titan. He must be stopped. Malistair is in the headmaster's office atop the great volcano. He's nearly impossible to reach unless you can find a way to fly up to him. I've got an idea. You can get to him by flying a drake to the mouth of the great volcano. But how to do that? There are so few drakes left, and they're difficult to control. Oh, I know. If you can get your hands on a Dragon Rider staff, even you could control a drake. The last known Dragon Rider staff was broken into pieces, stored in obsidian chests, and hidden throughout the spiral for safekeeping. You need to find those chests and recover those pieces from where they're scattered across the spiral.
You find a piece of the Dragon Rider staff. You find a piece of the Dragon Rider staff. You find a piece of the Dragon Rider staff. You find a piece of the Dragon Rider staff.
I can't believe it, but you actually found them all. It was surely a lot of work, visiting all the worlds of the spiral. But if you don't stop Malastair, those worlds will all perish. We're not finished yet, I'm afraid. A Dragon Rider's staff is incomplete without a flawless raw crystal for its head. That crystal will bind together all of the pieces and make it strong. Go into the Crystal Grove and see if you can find one there. There was an old miner there long ago who worked the grove. Check his house to see if he had one.
Hello there, young wizard. Hey there, you! What are you doing here? Another wizard in the grove, hmm? I thought I sprayed for those. I reckon you're after a flawless raw crystal, right? Yeah, get in line. Them's the rarest kind of all, and I've got none to spare. Sorry. Been so long since I talked to anyone, I forgot my manners. My apologies. Tell you what, I'll do what I can to help you. It's clear to me that you're needing one for something important. I'll need sample crystals from each of the elevated dig points. Those will help us figure out where the best crystals can be found. Hey there, little wizard. I've got a favor to ask you. It's a lonely job here, being a miner. I used to have a pet, a little spiderling I named Cinder. When the Titan army came through, she must have gotten scared and run off. I've been looking for her, putting out food throughout the Crystal Grove, but I haven't seen her. Would you go and take a look around and see if you could find her? I hope she hasn't gotten into any trouble. You might check at the center platform of this grove to start with. I've looked almost everywhere else.
You remove a sample of crystal. 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 You remove a sample of crystal.
You finished? Good job with those. With all that dust you're covered in, you look like a regular miner now. Let me see those samples. I took a look at them, and I'm sad to say these crystals ain't flawless. Told you they're hard to find. We're not out of options. Don't worry yet. You're gonna have to go to the other mining site and check there. Bring back some sample crystals from that other site in the Crystal Grove.
You remove a sample of crystal. You remove a sample of crystal.
Let me see those samples. Well, look here. You found yourself a flawless raw crystal. Good job. You could make a living at this if you want to quit wizarding. By the looks of you, I'd guess you're looking to use this crystal to make a Dragon Rider staff so's you can ride a drake. Am I right? I've helped more than my share of Dragon Riders make their staff, so you came to the right guy. Now that you got that crystal, you're gonna need to cut it into a headpiece. Trouble is, that I can't help you with. You're gonna need some expert guidance to cut that crystal. And for that, you need to go talk to the crystal cutter. She lives in the tower down the way.
I know. It's ironic. A crystal cutter trapped in a web of crystal. Thank you so much for freeing me. So, you want to make a head for your Dragon Rider staff. I assume you've come to me for that reason? Not too many other reasons to visit this place. It's too hectic around here, though. There are just too many spiders around here to get anything done. We need peace and quiet. Clear some of those crystal spiders out of the area, and I'll help you carve your crystal. You've done quite a bit, but it's clear that there are just too many crystal spiders around here. We can't take the chance of a spider barging in on us while we're cutting the head of the staff. How about if we work somewhere else? Meet me back at the house in the first crystal grove. There you are! Thanks again for getting me out of trouble back there. So, about that crystal you need cut. I can do it here, but I'll have to rough it. That means I'll need your help getting set up. I'll need a few odds and ends that I just can't do without. First off, I need some crystal spinnerets. Spiders use those to create and mold crystal. The bad news is that they're not going to just hand them to you.
You may have beaten us now, but the Everwinter must come. Tell your king that the Everwinter is inevitable. This world will end in ice!
You have done a great thing indeed, far more mighty than any hero of this land. You have saved our world from eternal ice and thwarted an evil conspiracy that set us all at war. All the warriors of Grizzleheim must now look to your legend as an example of what a hero can do. On this day, a mere outlander became the greatest hero in all of Grizzleheim. Your home world awaits. It is certain that fate holds even greater adventures ahead for you.
I have troubling news from Grizzleheim. It seems as if the cold day we feared has come to pass. Your old friend in Grizzleheim, Bjorn Ironclaws, sends word that the ravens of the Coven have struck once again. Bjorn sent word to ask you to venture to Northgard in Grizzleheim and speak to him at once. Your instructors are aware you may miss some class time. There may be make-up work when this matter is complete.
Ho there, Outlander. Forgive me. My gladness at seeing you is outmatched by my dread of the curse upon Grizzleheim. Your presence humbles me. I am only the second greatest hero in Grizzleheim when you visit my world. times are grim. Though you defeated them before, the evil members of the Coven have struck again. We fear that this is the final act of their terrible plan to curse the Spiral with the dreaded Everwinter. King Velgard Goldenblade has need of your spells. Enter his hall and speak with him if you are a true hero.
I am pleased you heard my call. As Bjorn Ironclaws told you, the evil ravens of the Coven are trying to bring the Everwinter upon Grizzleheim. Once this dreadful cold comes, it will wreath our world in ice, and the freeze will spread throughout the Spiral. Though the Coven met their defeat at your hands, they crept from their hidey holes and struck again. There is much to tell you, but still more that I do not know. Your old friend, Raffen Lorespeaker in Ravenscar, wishes to speak with you. He knows more about this grim threat.
Would that I had better news for you, wizard. The Coven has returned after the same goal, the Everwinter. You have heard of the Titans of Storm, Fire, and Ice, yes? They were the first beings before the Spiral was made. The Ice Titan sleeps deep beneath Grizzleheim, sent into a centuries-long slumber by Bartleby himself. The Coven would rouse the Ice Titan from that eternal rest. When he rises, his fury will be cold and fierce. The runes tell me that the Coven is at work in Hrundlefjord, a port in the part of Grizzleheim called Wintertusk. You must use your wits, your spells, and your courage to defeat the Coven once more. Only you can do this deed. Go and speak to Valgard Goldenblade once more, and tell him that Hrundlefjord is where you must go.
I can see from your grim demeanor that Raffen has told you much. So Raffen Lorespeaker tells you that the Coven is up to their evil in Hrundlefjord. This angers and frightens me. I have not heard from my subjects in Hrundlefjord in some time, and I worry that they have met with trouble. Balder Goldpaws is at the dock of Northgard. He can take you to the part of Wintertusk called Hrundlefjord. Go now and speak to Balder, and go to Hrundlefjord with the king's favor at your side like a trusted sword.
Hrundlefjord is old, and rune-carved stones already dotted the land when we first built our halls there. Those runestones convey much lore and wisdom that even the wisest have forgotten. If you truly plan to voyage to Hrundlefjord, I set upon you a task to read all the runestones you find. Return to me when you know the secrets written in the stones of Hrundlefjord and the lands of Wintertusk.
Oh, if ye are indeed going to Hrundlefjord, there's something ye can do for old Zeke. It's a quiet little place, but it's getting cold. Too cold for little critters to survive. I hear tell of a pack of trogs in Hrundlefjord. They're wild things that need me to look in on them. Could you check up on them? No need to rile them up. Just see how they're doing.
Hello there, young wizard. How can I help you? You wish to journey to Hrundlefjord? It is a simple task. Step over to my ship and we will set sail. Here it is, Hrundlefjord, part of Wintertusk. If you wish to return to Northgard, or return here from Northgard, my ship is at your service. Long has it been since I visited Hrundlefjord, but it is clear that something is terribly wrong. There is an unseasonable chill in the air, and I have never seen a ship with such ice upon it. Stride over to that nearby ship, if you will, and see what ails it and the crew who stand beside it.
You examine the longship. This ice is not natural. It was frozen in place here at the dock. These warriors were frozen in their tracks. Powerful ice magic is at work here.
There are others who could have done this, but I'll wager that the Coven is behind this dread chill. Ill-doing at the docks can only be a sign that further mischief is afoot. You should go and examine the gates to Hrundel Fjord and see if they were able to withstand this wretched cold. Go and scout only. Do not open the gates or enter the village just yet. There may be trouble within. As a captain, I cannot abandon my longship, so I will wait here for your return.
The gates are closed and appear to be locked. Like the cold, silence radiates from within the village.
The gates are locked, eh? That is a sure sign of trouble. In kinder times, the village guards would have seen the sails of my ship and opened the gate to greet us. I suspect that the village of Hrundel Fjord is in the icy clutches of evildoers. There must be a way through the gates. Perhaps a secret signal to alert those inside. Those frostbones outside the gate may know more about getting inside. You should defeat a few frostbones and see how they signal to one another.
As you defeat this Frostbones, it signals its allies by banging its sword on its shield. More of them bang their shields in reply. It is a code of some sort.
Their swords upon their shields instead of speaking? This is an ancient means of signaling. Warriors of old call it Norse code. It is clear that the town has fallen to evil. Go and use Norse code to signal your way past the gate. The Thane of Hrundel Fjord is named Vanir Stormroar. If he lives, he will be in the village's hall. Seek him out and return to me once you know his fate.
You tap on the gate a few times, and something that sounds like Norse code. A moment later, it opens. Vanir is frozen solid. You should tell Baldur the bad news.
You bring ill news. Vanir alone could tell us what happened to Hrundel Fjord. We must devise a way to thaw Vanir's Stormroar without harming him. This is raven magic. We need a raven. If I remember rightly, an old crone named Morn Shadowbrew dwells within Hrundel Fjord. Though she was wicked and unkind, she may be able to help us if she has not been turned to ice. Go and seek her out and see if she can be convinced to help us in this cold hour.
Who's this? You're not frozen. No matter. You'll join the others in their wintry doom. What is it you want? Thawing the Thane Vanir? He knows nothing, but if you must speak to him, here is how to thaw him. Go to the geysers at the edge of the village and collect some scalding water. Here's an urn you can use. Just pour it over Vanir. He should thaw in a matter of moments. It is magic ice. Only geyser water will serve. I could use your help. If you could show an old raven some charity. Those frost goblins outside stole my rune carving tools, along with some blank rune stones. If you go and get those things back to me, I'll carve you a nice runic charm to bring you good fortune.
Collect the steaming geyser water in the urn Morn gave you. You're careful not to burn yourself. You pour the steaming geyser water upon the frozen Thane. In a moment or so, he is free from the ice.
What has happened? I was in my hall ready to fight the Coven when I became quite cold. I remember no more. Now I am soaked and steaming. My state lacks dignity, but I am grateful to you for my freedom. I don't recognize you, but you're clearly a wizard of some sort. You freed me, so I will trust you. The one you must speak to is Grandmother Raven. She is an old one, older than even the spiral. It is said she gave the eyes of time to the great tree at the heart of the spiral, but that was long, long ago. She is a loyal ally of my people. I bid you check on her, see how she fares. I fear that the Coven has done her ill. Grandmother Raven is often near the giant tree behind this hall. Go and seek her out. And we cannot survive if our best are but frozen statues. Can you make your way to the geyser and gather more water to thaw 3 of my villagers? Their names are Hulga Ironweaver, Newt Brightwood, and Waith Cloudhawk, and each is covered in ice. Here is a bucket to use. When you have thawed my allies, return here and let me know the deed is done.
You
You've got some good ones there. These will do nicely. I'm afraid I still can't start. I'm going to need my tools. The good news is that they're easy to find. The bad news is that the Titan army was going to take them away and pack them up in crates. The Titan army got chased away by the crystal spiders, so those crates are scattered everywhere throughout the Crystal Grove. That's all of them. Do you need a job? I could use an assistant. Now that you've gotten me my tools, I'm going to need my jewel crafter's table. It's essential to my work. I'm afraid it's not going to be easy. Cronius of the Titan army took it back to his tower. You're going to have to go there and bring it back.
They said all the humans were slain. I welcome this distraction. It has been too long since I have destroyed a wizard.
This tome is titled The Founding of Dragonspire Academy. All the knowledge of the kingdom was reserved for royalty, but this would not remain the case. When Rydal the Conqueror inadvertently unleashed a magical plague upon his duchy, Duke Sebastian fought with the Lords of Dragonspire for knowledge of the cure. His bravery prompted the foundation of Dragonspire Academy, a school for children throughout the kingdom. All who qualified were welcome within Dragonspire Academy.
Wow, you got it! And without a scratch. Now I can get to work. Now that you've gotten me everything I need, I'll create for you the best crystal head for your staff I've ever made. You've done so much for me. It's an honor to make this for you.
As you watch, she carves the flawless raw crystal into an exquisite dragon-shaped head for your Dragon Rider staff. The light scatters as it shines through the crystal, and it scintillates with power and majesty.
Here you go. Now you need to reassemble the staff. For that, you'll need to take it to Ashley, the fire tree.
Hello there. I seen something in your possession. You're carrying the pieces of the last Dragon Rider staff. Now that you've gotten all the pieces of the staff and a new crystal head, you can create your own Dragon Rider staff. Go inside the pyromancy school. In there, you can use the fire forge to assemble the pieces of the staff and forge your own Dragon Rider staff.
On the hot metal of the fire forge, you assemble the staff. You then attach the crystal head to the staff.
You've done it! That's the finest Dragon Rider stuff I've ever seen, to be certain. I can't believe that another Dragon Rider has risen from the Academy, especially an outsider like you. With that staff, all you need now is a drake to ride. The Dragon Master down at the hatchery may be able to help you if he can. Please, go speak with him.
It's good to see you again. I see that much has changed about you. You've got a Dragon Rider staff! I can hardly believe it. We must find you a drake at once! The mother drake still watches over the hatchery, even after all this time. She'll know if there are any drake eggs left.